Merry Meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Honey Paw, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, Honey Paw. Thank you so much, Deline. And thank you to everybody for joining us today for this general reading for all signs. If you're watching on YouTube on a restream, you can hit the timestamp in the video description if you want to fast forward through all the shuffling I'm about to do. Today I am reading with the Trionfi della Luna, and let's purify with this beautiful lavender cologne by Provence Santé. 3 sprays in this big room is what I use. You can find information about purchasing both of those products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Like I said, this is a general reading and it's for all signs. For today, the 25th of July, 2023, it does go out to a lot of people, so if it's not ringing true for you, just don't worry about it. You can disregard it. It usually means it's not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, and you can find all of those very easily and quickly by going to my website at ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com, and just click on the free tarot readings link in the main menu. I do not read with card reversals, so don't worry about that. It's just my style of reading. On your screen, you can see links to my website, to my PayPal portal should you want to give us a donation, which we do appreciate, and also to our shop at arielscornershop.com, which we make a small commission off of each and every sale. If you would like to give a donation and you don't want to just stay on the YouTube platform, you could use a super sticker, a super chat, or if you're on a restream, you could use a super thanks. We do appreciate your support, but mostly what we appreciate is that you are here today joining us for this general reading for all signs. So I think I can just maybe shuffle this another 2 times, and I think we should be good to go. I'll give this deck a nice clean cut. And we'll see what's in the cards for all of us today. The 25th of July, 2023. Starting off with the 2 of coins. Then we have this 8 of swords. I was just thinking about this one today. I was dealing with this. And then the Queen of coins. It's a good day, but some of us don't want to see that. It's a very good day. Today is actually the day when we start to be able to nurture more of that wealth, prosperity, goodness that we've been working toward. A lot of us have been a little impatient about money, or some of you might be impatient about your health. Your healing might not be going as quickly as you want it to. But for others, the asset isn't the physical body, it's the finances. I'm not getting my money together fast enough. And so what that tends to do, regardless of whatever your impatience is involved in, is it tends to start to cycle, and then you obsess over it in your mind. By the time it gets to the level of obsession and you start thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, what the danger of that is not only that you're stressing yourself out, but that you start coming up with, quote, bright ideas, unquote. You don't want to come up with a bunch of bright ideas today because you don't need them. So when you notice that you are churning, when you notice that you're obsessing, use my technique called the off switch. And you can learn that in about 2 minutes. So you can listen to my video on the off switch. Just go to YouTube and search Gatoga off switch and you'll come up with that video. Shut that stuff down. Shut down the obsessive thinking. Again, like I said, it's not only going to make you feel better just because you're going to be less stressed, but you're not going to run in the danger of delaying the prosperity that is coming by doing things based on fear or trying to come up with solutions that are anything but solutions. So just be aware that if you can just ride it out a little bit today, you're going to see that everything was on track. It's just that sometimes we think that things should happen faster than they're happening. So just your patience and your ability to keep yourself from obsessing is going to pay off in huge, wonderful ways, big dividends on your way today. All right, let's take a look and see what's kind of hiding behind the scenes a little bit here. We've got a 4 of coins. Let's flip this right side up so we can see the pretty coins. We've got a 3 of cups, and we've got a Knight of coins. It's a wonderful day if you're willing to see it. See, the thing is when we are obsessing over things and focusing on what hasn't happened yet, we can't see the forest for the trees. It's like we put up a big screen or a big curtain in front of us, and we can't see all of the great stuff that's happening behind the curtain because we are so obsessed with our own thoughts. So when you shut those thoughts down, what you're going to notice is that you've already laid the groundwork for success. You already have. Not only that, but not only are you going to be able to nurture this success, again, whatever those assets are for you, everybody's different. For many of you, it's money, but for some of you, it's other things like health or property. But you've already laid the groundwork. It's already happening, even though, like we said, you haven't seen the success quickly enough for your tastes. But if you just have that patience, not only are you going to have plenty to work with, and you're going to be able to grow and nurture that prosperity so that it becomes greater and greater and greater. You know, that feeling of like, if I just had a little bit of more money, if I just had a little bit more to work with, I could really make a difference. I could really turn that into more and more and more. Well, that's happening. That's even happening, at least if the money doesn't come in today, at least the promise of it, you're going to see, if you're willing to look, you're going to see that you're on the right track. Not only that, what I'm trying to get to, in a very long-winded way, is that help is on its way as well. So not only are you going to have what you need to increase your good, but you're going to have help to pick up the slack and to do for you all the stuff that you can't do for yourself. Now, part of what's been happening with this impatience about money is that you've been trying to get things in order. And some of you haven't gotten things quite in order enough yet. If you can take the time today to get whatever it is that you're worried about in order. So if you're worried about money, don't have the big questions about, oh, how much do I have? How much is coming in? How much is going out? Don't avoid looking at your money. Get it in order. The more you get whatever it is that you're concerned about in order, that in and of itself is the catalyst to invite Jupiter to underwrite your efforts so that the help does come your way. If you just are impatient, but you don't want to, get things together, to get things in order, then all you're doing, like I said, is obsessing. You're not doing anything creative. You're not doing anything practical about it. And a lot of the practical stuff that you have to do is just in order to open the door for the assistance to come to you. And there is great assistance. That's what this Knight of Coins is. There's great assistance coming to you, but you've got to unlock the door. You can't just expect it to come in and beat down the door and say, okay, we're here to fix your finances. That's not how help happens from a spiritual plane. It has to be invited. And if you want the invitation to be appropriate for Jupiter to be invited, order is necessary. You've got to do your part. And it's interesting too, because the way this is laid out is if you do your part, which for some of you, it's like, I'm scared to look, I'm scared to see what's there, I don't want to really see what's there. Just face those fears, do it anyway. And even though it might seem like a big deal to you to get some of this stuff in order and to really take a close look under the hood at what's been going on, it's such a small little action on your part compared to what's coming to your aid. But do you see that you have to open the door? You can't just expect it to happen for you. So the more you're willing to do as far as to get that order in place, the more that you are capable of having that assistance. And it's the rate of return is huge. It's like for this small little expenditure of effort on your part, you get so much assistance. It just floods in. A lot of that because it's riding on the coattails of this 3 of Cups, which is what we were talking about earlier. You've already laid a lot of the groundwork for this prosperity to come. Because, a lot of what true prosperity, I don't have time for a lot of what I want to say, but I'm going to try to say it as quickly as possible. Okay, so there's a couple ways to be prosperous in this world. Well, there's really only one way. There's a couple ways to look prosperous in this world. A lot of people think prosperity means a lot of money. You can have a lot of money in this world by doing non-spiritual things. We see lots and lots and lots of evidence for that. You can steal, you can cheat, you can do all kinds of greedy, awful things to get money. But that's not prosperity, because you don't get peace of mind with that. No matter how much money you have, you don't get peace of mind with that. But if you allow yourself to have that prosperity be on a spiritual basis, you'll still have more than enough money that you need, but you'll have the peace of mind that goes along with it. So if you commit yourself to, you can't do both. You can't say, well, I'm going to cheat and steal and I'm going to be spiritual. So if you commit to having that spiritual prosperity, then not only is your financial and your health success assured, but the peace and joy that go along with it are assured. Now, this Three of Cups says that you've already been doing well spiritually. You've already been doing the right thing. So you've built up that prosperous infrastructure. Now what you have to do, many of you, is to get the legwork done of actually getting things in order. Now, maybe your finances are in order and it's something else in the physical realm that needs to be put in order. Whatever it is, just by thinking about it, you'll know what that is. Just by thinking about it, you'll know what you can do to bring that order, and thinking of it as an invocation of Jupiter to come in and underwrite your efforts, which is what this Knight of Coins is all about. So being all upset or impatient or kind of coming up with a bunch of bright ideas on your own, that's not the way to go. The way to go is to recognize I've already done the spiritual groundwork. Now I've got to put some effort into the organizational side of things, and I'm going to view that as what it is, and that's an invocation of Jupiter. When Jupiter is invoked, then my small little efforts become underwritten, and I have plenty to work with as far as assets. I have plenty to work with as far as being able to then, like we said earlier, nurture that and make it grow. A lot of those ideas that many of you have been having have said, if I had a little bit more to work with, just a little bit more to work with, boy, I could really make a difference. Well, you're going to have more than a little bit more to work with if you do this. If you stay the course and you stay very focused on what your goal is, rather than spinning your wheels and starting to get impatient and start thinking along the lines of grabbing at straws and things like that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to let this obsessive thinking rule you. So use that off switch, turn off those obsessive thoughts, turn off that impatience, and get busy, get back to work with I think a lot of you already started to do this. And maybe you did a little bit of it, of this ordering and organizing, and you thought, well, okay, now it's still not happening. Where is it? Stay with it. Stay the course. You're doing fine. It's just you don't want to mess things up by acting rashly because you can't turn off your obsessive mind. Things are going exactly the way that they're supposed to be going for you, and you're going to see that your patience will pay off. So stick to it. Get busy, get things in order, and expect that assistance because it is ready. It is ready and poised to come in and help you. You're going to do great. It's a wonderful day. All right. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and thank you to the amazing moderators. Today we had Honeypot and Delene, and we will see everybody for another general reading tomorrow. Blessed be.